Bryant with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana. And today I'm going to take a little detour. You guys know how much I love Jordan and how I do not collect Kobe, but I know a ton of you guys who collect Jordan also collect Kobe. And so I'm going to do a Kobe Bryant version of hot and cold. We're going to look at the three hottest Kobe Bryant cards over the last 90 days. We're going to look at three of the coldest Kobe Bryant cards over the last 90 days with an asterisk and a caveat on both of those because we're not just going to pick a card that's only had 2 sales points. I'll talk you through it when we get there. And then we're also going to look at the overall Kobe Bryant market index on Card Ladder over the last 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, and 1 month. So let's not waste any time. I want to kind of try to make these videos short. So let's get cranking by first looking at the Kobe Bryant General Card Index. There is plenty of cards in that index on Card Ladder, 1,043 different price points to follow. Over the last 2 years, it's been an absolute disaster. As we know, Kobe is down 68% over the last 2 years. Over the last 1 year, he's down a whopping 50.49%. Over the last 6 months, it starts to flatten out a bit, down 27%. Over the last 3 months, buckle up, get ready for this, is actually up. The Kobe Bryant market over the last 3 months has hit the floor, and it looks like it started to pop a little bit or at least stabilize. Again, we could be in this stabilization period for a year, 2 years, 5 years. I don't know. But it does look like that we have found that saturation point, that price point equilibrium that I'm constantly talking about on the channel. Over the last 1 month, Kobe's down 1.2%. Again, to me, anything 3% up or down is flat. It's all the same. One gigantic card could skew it, just depending on the price point. And then over the last 2 weeks, Kobe's actually up in the green again. Again, that's not a humongous sample size with just showing you kind of what's going on. So that's just the general Kobe Bryant index. Okay, so let's talk about 3 Kobe Bryant cards that are drastically down, and I'm going to go in, I don't know if it's called descending or ascending order. We're going to start with third place for the worst performing and go to the absolute worst performing. So whatever type of order you call that. Card number 1 on our list is this card, the 1998 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant, card number 68 PSA 10. That card has sold 3 times over the last 3 months. It's down 24%, starting at $204 down to $154. The pop's not huge on this card. Only less than 1,000 have been graded by PSA and BGS. PSA's gem rate is really tough. There's only 54 of these out there. And this is Kobe Bryant's 3rd year Chrome and 3rd year card because his rookie year was 96 Chrome. So PSA 10, Pop 54, $154 down from $200. Again, that trend, if we scope out to the last 6 months, the card was once selling for $700. So it's down almost 80% over the last 6 months. I feel for the person who paid this when it's $154 now. So that's card number 1 on the cold list. Sorry, card number 3 on the cold list. Card number 2 on the cold list, sticking with that base, and this time it's Prism, which is really the ultra modern Topps Chrome, at least some people would argue. 2018 Prism, card number 15, Kobe Bryant base. It's a pop 1,262. Got some wild fluctuations and undulations in here. A couple camelbacks, a couple dromedary humps in here. Over the last 3 months, the card is down 48.41%, noticeably down over the last 1, 2, 3 sales to $24. That's really where the damage is done. If you start here at 46, it was at 47 3 months ago. So really all the damage comes here, right, in the last 3 sales, from 46 to 36 to 30 to 24. Again, dollar volume, actual aggregate dollars, is not that big a deal. You're talking about $20, but when you talk about percentages, it's a whopping 50%. So that Kobe Bryant 2018 Prism base card is the 2nd worst performing card that I chose over the last 90 days. Again, there will be other cards in here that may be down more, but there won't be as many data points, and so it won't be quite as predictable and dependable. And then next, and this is where it gets really ironic, tuck this away when we get to the hot cards, because you're not going to believe what one of the hottest Kobe Bryant cards over the last 90 days is. Especially when this green 2019 parallel Kobe Bryant card number 8 Not a coincidence. PSA 10 is down 55%. This is the worst performing Kobe Bryant card that I could find in the card ladder database over the last 90 days. This card is way down. The card sold for 146 and then it even jumped from there to 180. So if you measure from the 180 point to today's most recent value of 65, it's even more down, but down 55% over the last 3 months. Again, pop report, this card is a little bit higher pop. All right, it's a pop 485 in PSA 10 condition. It's a $65 card. Again, the last Prism card before Kobe passed away, I believe he passed away in 2020, just before COVID. I recall because I was on a recruiting trip with my daughter at a college campus when we heard the news and we couldn't believe it. Just one of those deals where you'll never forget where you were when you heard it sounded too terrible to be true. But that was card number one. Worst performing Kobe card is this Kobe 2019 Prism Green. All right, what about the best performing? We've talked about the cold, out the door, get it out of here. Let's talk about the good stuff. Let's talk about the positive stuff like I like to do on my channel. The third best performing Kobe Bryant card over the last 90 days. And this is where it gets crazy. It makes no sense. It's another high pop 2019 red, white, and blue, which most people shit on. They do not like this card. Prism Parallel. So for whatever reason, the green is getting destroyed. The red, white, and blue is doing great. The cards are very similar. They're similar pop. They're similar print runs. They're similar types of unnumbered parallels, and it's from the exact same product in the exact same year in the exact same grade. And so that's why it gets weird. It's got a 60% gem rate, for goodness sakes. Over 1,000 have already been graded by PSA, but it's a pretty steady upward trend. Again, a few humps in here, but the card started at $65. The most recent one sold at $98.97, and that's good enough for a 51% jump. So that's card number 3 on our hot list, 2019 Prism Red, White, and Blue Kobe. Again, I should have mentioned, I'm only looking up PSA 10 Kobe cards right now. There could be better performing PSA 9s, BGS 9s, BGS 9.5s. I had to pick a grade, so I picked PSA 10. So forgive me if you've got a PSA 8 Kobe that's outperforming the market and you wanted me to talk about it. I'm just looking at PSA 10s. We will do future videos where we do feature PSA 8s and PSA 9s so we can get a little bit further back and get into some 90s Kobe stuff and some 90s Jordan stuff and some 90s Iverson stuff, and we'll do some hot and cold lists like that. And again, I want to be very clear because the hobby likes to jump on people who make lists of hot and cold. I'm not telling you to buy any of these cards. In fact, I wouldn't buy any of these Kobe cards because I don't collect Kobe Bryant. But if you're a Kobe Bryant collector or you're interested in buying Kobe Bryant cards, some of these lists may be interesting to you. So, and the other thing is, if I was going to buy Kobe Bryant cards, not that I would buy these 3 that we just featured, but I would generally tend to look at the cards that have gone down the most because I like to buy the dip and I like to buy the bottom and then maybe leave some meat on the bone for the cards to rise and run up and to the right. That's just me. So by no means am I saying go buy these 3 hot Kobe Bryant cards. It's the absolute last thing that I would tell you to do. And again, you won't get very much investment advice from me, but you will see investments, good and bad, that I've done on this channel. So keep that in mind. By the way, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Tons of videos out there about investing in cards, but probably 50-50 also collecting in cards regardless of the purchase price point. So card number 2 best performing over the last 90 days Kobe Bryant PSA 10 is this 1996 Skybox Z-Force rookie, card number 142. Really badass card. I've always loved the Z-Force product from Skybox. This is card number 142. Just a flurry of colors. Beautiful looking card. Kobe's got his tongue out, reminiscent of a young just any year Michael Jordan. It's got the gold foil up here in the top right, and it is his Skybox Z-Force card number 142. Great looking card. Here's what it's done over the last 3 months. Up a whopping 57%. It's only a pop 236, a 4% gem rate on this damn card. I did try to grade a few of these. I did not get any 10s. I think I graded 5 or 6 on a big collection that I bought. Started at 605, steady at 625, jumped to 800. We thought that was it. Jumped again in February to over $1,000 for this 236 pop rookie, down to 915 and then back up to 950. So We thought maybe it was a little bit too steep here at 11.12. In my opinion, it seems like it dropped back down to 9.15, but then surprisingly, the next one took a jump back up to 9.50. So from 605 to 950 just a couple of weeks ago is a 57% growth rate. So that's card number 2 right there, that 96 Skybox Z-Force Kobe PSA 10. And then card number 1 is a card I've never seen. I don't know anything about this card. Collector's Choice to me, in my perspective, was trash product, low-end product. Of course, they got some rare Jordan stuff out there within the Collector's Choice sets and whatnot, but I just thought base Collector's Choice was kind of weak. This is a Lakers team set. That makes me think, and again, I'm coming from a perspective of complete ignorance here, so I'm not telling you. You can look it up in Trading Card Database, and I could have, but there's not enough time. This sounds like a team set where they were sold in sets of teams. Like you got all the Lakers in like a cellophane pack or a pack where you were guaranteed to get a Kobe. And that is probably the case because as you can see, when we look at the pop, it's way up there, 1,164. Again, it is a rookie. Collector's Choice is a very low-end product, but this is the team set. The gem rate's almost 1 out of 2, so 50% gem rate. Beckett's gem rate is 75%. So apparently these cards grade well. That makes me think it's a team set released together. Again, I don't know, but I'm guessing. And maybe the Kobe card's not on the top or the bottom because it's in such good condition and so well preserved that it's got 50% gem rate with PSA, which is pretty damn rare. This card started at 182 the day before New Year's Eve, and it has risen with a couple of bumps in the road all the way up to 300. So that is a 63.84% increase in value. That's pretty impressive. We zoom out to 6 months, it's up 50%. If we zoom out to a year, it's up 16%. So we looked at the Kobe Bryant General Index back here over the year, and remember, it's down 50%, but this card is up 16% during that 50% decline. So that's really saying something. I don't know what the allure is of this card. It's a great looking picture, great looking photo. Obviously, Kobe's got the cast on his left arm. Clearly, this was not during a game. It was probably during some kind of rookie photo shoot. And it's Kobe Bryant's Collector's Choice card number LA2. PSA 10 Lakers team set. So congrats to anybody sitting on that card. That's it, guys. That is our hot and cold list for Kobe Bryant. 3 cold, 3 hot, and then a general look at the Kobe Bryant index. If you guys like these hot and cold videos, I'm going to probably try to do a bunch of these for a bunch of different players. It's my way of educating myself on what's going on in the market, to be quite honest with you, so I can speak intelligently on the topic. But we're going to do similar hot and cold lists like this for some of the great players from the 90s and even some great ultra-modern players that are playing today. So a little bit of everything out there for everybody, whether it be collector or investor, whether it be vintage, modern, ultra-modern. We may do a Wilt Chamberlain hot and cold list. Wouldn't that be a treat? So keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby, and peace.